Alright, back to another video. So, just got to the gym and just got done drinking my pre, and we're about to hit a chest and, well, more of a push day. It's going to be chest, tris, and shoulders. Um, I feel like you can barely see me. It's like really dark, but 11:44 at night, back to the late night lifts. Last week got a little hectic towards the end of the week. I was out of town this weekend, so I didn't get to lift Saturday or Sunday, but back on the grind on Monday. And yeah, I got a new microphone. I know I was talking about how my microphone broke. That took a couple days to get in, so got that now. And yeah, I made these nice quesadillas. Ate those today. I just took like canned chicken and then cooked that and put it in a tortilla with some cheese. I found out it's something like I made this sauce that I dip my quesadillas in. It's kind of like a more creamy ranch, but like with hot sauce. I pretty much took cottage cheese, which has a lot of protein in it, and then blended it up with some hot sauce. Makes it really creamy, like high protein sauce that I use for my quesadillas. That was pretty good. And then ate French bread pizza like normal before I came here. Love those. So yeah, about to hit probably starting out on bench. This time I'm actually going to hit bench and then go on from there. So I will see you guys in there. All right, just made it in the gym and starting out on bench. Today I am doing 2 sets of 6 with 200, and then I'm going to move on to 2 sets of I think 5 with 80% of my max, which is just around I think 215. And honestly, I don't really know if I'm gonna be able to do these. Because this, I was warming up with 165, and it felt pretty heavy. So praying that I don't die, but we'll knock this first one out, hopefully. Holy shit. Once again, hope I don't die under this. Didn't die that time, but yeah, I think I got the next set for 5. Where'd my phone go? I'll check real quick. Yeah, I got 2 sets of 5 for 80%, which is 212. Holy shit. Well, came out to 212, but I don't really want to get stuck under the bar. So I put on 210. I'm going to do that for 5, hopefully. And if not, you guys will see how I bail out on having no spotter. But I guess let's try this. Well, Didn't die on that one. Yeah, one more. Alright, here goes the last bit of this. I think I'm good on this one. So, let's knock this baby out. Oh, I had so much arch in that. I don't even know if those were real reps. But I'm going to move on to some incline press, either dumbbell or Smith machine. Alright, so I think I'm probably just going to do incline bench. But basically what I'm going to do is just some low volume, well, high volume, high rep with little weight. So I'm just going to do this warm-up set and then cut to my first set. I'm planning on doing 165 for like 10 to 12 for like 2 or 3 sets just to get like my upper chest just pumped, you know what I mean? So we'll do this and then jump to the next cut. Yeah, I'm thinking just doing 2 more sets of this and then do some shoulder movements, or might just jump to cable flies after that. Oh yeah, this feels really good. I'm gonna definitely do that for another sit. Then we'll move on. That's something that you guys need to learn. If you ever fail on bench, just push it back up. It's the easiest way. Alright, so I'm just doing these lateral raises. I usually always do these before any kind of shoulder movement, just because they're lightweight, gets my shoulders pumped, ready to pump some heavy iron after that. So do these like 10 to 12 each side, and then move on to probably some shoulder press. And then after that, I guess we'll see. Do the other side as well. But yeah, when I'm doing these, I'm not really just doing heavy ass weight. Because I mean, yeah, you could probably, I mean, I could probably do 20 pounds, which doesn't seem like a lot, but when it comes to the cable, it's resistance the whole time. When you're doing your, normal dumbbell lateral raises, that weight doesn't really feel like 25, 20 pounds until you're about right here. So this is nice because it makes it a lot heavier on your way up, which helps. Because when it's stretched all the way down here, you're getting more activation throughout the whole muscle. But yeah, I just do this low reps, kind of get a pump, and then helps a lot when I'm going into my shoulder presses and shit like that. So yeah, I'll do this for 2 more sets, and then I'll probably just cut straight to my next workout. All right, like I said, did those lateral raises, and then I'm going to move on to shoulder press. So that is what we're doing here. I just got some 50s. Gonna kind of just work my way up some heavier weight and then see what happens. But this will be the first set. Alright, got some 70-pound weights. Decided to bump it up. Those 50s were more of just kind of a warm-up set, so got my 70s here. Try to bust out some reps out of these. Whew. Probably bump up to 75s. Try to get those for 10 to 12. I don't know why everything feels so heavy today, but I got my 75s. Try to do these for, hopefully I can get 10. We'll see. Well, that's lost. All right, probably gonna move on to some triceps. All right, what I'm kind of just gonna do here is just some rope tricep pushdowns. What I'm gonna kind of focus on is really just the squeeze out and extending my arms out to get. I don't even know what part of my tricep it is, but I'm pretty sure it's whatever this one is. So doing these, gonna get a little tricep pump, and then move on to either lateral raises or do cable flies. Do 2 more sets of this and then move on. All right, so I kind of lied on that last set. Apparently, well, I didn't really realize, but when you're doing that out motion, I noticed that it's not this long one right here. It's more of this one back here. I'm not a scientist. I don't really know the muscles or anything, but from what I can tell, there's supposed to be 3 heads, but I only count 2. So I don't really know. I don't know the genetics and everything, but All I know is that when I do it, I feel it in this outer part right here. So we'll do this second set, and then we'll just cut straight to the third set after that. I think I'm gonna bump it up in the next set. All right, let's do this last set. All right, I'm gonna move on to some cable curls. All right, so when I was coming over here, I was seeing this bench sitting by the cable stack, so I decided to kind of try something. So what I'm kind of gonna do is I'm gonna have this bench here. I put these to the low setting. And I'm gonna do normal cable flies, and then kind of see how those feel. Let's try this. Oh my, those feel amazing. Probably gonna do one more set of these and then move on. All right, I'm gonna move on to some overhead tricep extensions, and then from there, I'm gonna do some lateral raises, and then go pose down. Yeah, so basically with these, I'm just gonna use this rope bar attachment, and then these are weird to get into, but it takes a little bit of athleticism in my opinion. So I'm just kind of holding it, and then I'm gonna go quickly over. But with these, I'm kind of just finding that sweet spot to where I'm not too far back here, or I'm not too far up here, kind of where it's in the middle. So it's almost going up with the lean of my body. So just going up over the head. My triceps are pumped. I know that. Same thing here. I'm just gonna go to a failure and then probably go pose down because I am feeling mighty pumped. Alright, let's go check out the pump. Alright, this lighting's pretty good. Last video I did my explosive legs, I did my pump over here. But yeah, triceps are really pumped. Let's see what it's all working with. My chest is very pumped. What else can I do? Yeah. Yeah, pretty good pump. But I am gonna go stretch real quick, and then I will see you guys. Ooh, juicy. I'll see you guys in the car. All right, just got back in the car. But I mean, that was a great lift. I will say that. Pump felt good. Did a lot of exercises, and I'm kind of surprised that I did all those reps on bench. But yeah, I got through that, and time is actually perfectly 2 o'clock. So from when I was in the car to now, 2 hours and 15 minutes, which obviously some of that was my warm up. I sat in the car for a little bit after to let my pre kick in, and then I stretched at the end, which takes about 10 minutes. So, I mean, it wasn't a full like 2.5, like 2 hours and 15 minutes of straight working out, So I feel like it was a pretty good lift. A lot of time in there, a lot of different exercises, but I kind of wanted to touch on. Um, Today is currently Monday, the 16th, and what I was kind of thinking is spacing out each upload from this week by a day. So if all goes to plan, this will come out on Friday because this Saturday I am leaving for vacation for 2 weeks. Now, I don't know how much I'm going to be able to record there, which is why I'm kind of pushing it back. And, if I can end up recording there, then I'll probably just mash it up into one video so that it's back on track. But going to Disney for about a week, and our hotel little gym thing isn't that big. Been there before, and it literally has a bench, and then the weights only go up to 50-pound dumbbells. So I'm kind of in for a treat because those are quite light. And then it's got a bunch of treadmills, but I'll have to deal with that for a week. And then, if I remember correctly, well, going on a cruise after that. But I've been on the cruise line that we're going on before, and if I remember correctly, that gym is pretty decent. Um, it was actually it was quite small, so I'm kind of hoping that there's not going to be all the people in there. And I know it's open at weird times, so if I can film, that would be great. But then again, my camera might fall over because of the boat be rocking back and forth. But it's just a lot of things. I don't really know what's going to happen, and that's kind of why I'm pushing this all back. But it would always be nice to get some kind of video of like I went to the gym in the on this cruise line, and this is how it went. Like, yeah, that would be kind of cool. So I was kind of hoping on doing something like that, but if not, then you know, I guess y'all would never see it, which is unfortunate. But you know, we'll see what happens. But if you enjoyed this video and either of those two videos seem interesting, click on those, and then that little button down there helps support me. But hope you guys enjoyed this video.